Yeah, we just turned it back to the future. Oh, shoot. We're gonna get sued for copyright. I forget that exact quote. It was from this old, Google show. Google Video, before YouTube was big. Google Video, like, had a lot of things. There was this one show called Stupid Mario. And this guy pretty much, I really liked it because it looked really, like, amateurly done. But it was still funny. I found it funny. But, like, the whole story was that, it was a Super Mario 64 bloopers, and it was obviously inspired by Family Guy, which I didn't know at the time, but I do now. It was basically about, like, Mario and Toad talking and, like, having flashbacks to things that had happened in every single world. But the main plot, like, that goes behind all that from episode to episode is that, the Mario is actually originally it starts in Super Mario 64 DS, but eventually he gets transported back to the castle in Super Mario 64, so he wants to get back to the future, and he says, I'm going back to the future. And he says, like, and then Mario says, like, oh, shoot, we're gonna get sued for copyright. And then Toad says, oh, let's keep it. And it wasn't professionally done at all, but that's what made it so cool. Anyway, we just did that. That was the switch we hit before. We killed the Technoblins, and we moved the block, and now we can do this. Sorry, I did it the slow way. You're not going to see me doing it the slow way ever very often. I don't really know. I never really have any instinct. Actually opposite, I do have instincts. It's just what I do. Like, what I feel like at the moment. So unlike the last set of rooms, these two aren't connected. I mean, not, like, by door. So, I haven't really explained why this is my favorite dungeon in the game, or at least constantly competes with that spot. For that spot. Oh yeah, I forgot. We have to change it to the, just because of the whole setup. Like, the same reason I like Snow Peak Ruins and Twilight Princess. Because it's like, it feels like it wasn't just created for the fact that you could get through it. It actually had some kind of purpose. Like, this one had a purpose, and it's some guy's ship, but people were trapped. You're not just going there as part of, like, some, you know, personal journey. You're actually going there. I mean, I guess personal journey. I mean, that's not Zelda, that's Metroid. Or at least the first, some of the Metroids. Not the first Metroid, but, like, I meant to say the first Metroid Prime. I mean, she's saving some planet by herself, so it really is a personal journey. But I like it because it's similar to the Stone Tower Temple in a way. And I love the way that you... That's really the main thing about it, though, that the fact that you change the entire dungeon back and forth, and the actual act of changing it is used to solve puzzles. And the one thing this has over Stone Tower is that you constantly change it back and forth, whereas in Stone Tower you really only did it in those couple of rooms. I also like the fact that you can see far off rooms, even when you're in some other room. Like, for example, from here we can, like, almost kind of see, like, here we can see next door, we can only almost kind of see in the hallway, and, you know, you can see down into the engine room from the other room, you can see outside, like, up on the deck from some rooms. Wait, did I turn the generator off? Probably not. Calculate an 85% chance this is part of an energy supplying device. So now we turned off both generators, and now everything's moving, so we should be able to get onto it. Now this is the part that tripped me up last time, because I forgot where the engine room was. But, it's where we were before. You go in here, and I know it looks like I know my way around here well. Trust me, it's because I practiced. But yeah, this almost feels like it could be like... That's another reason, because it feels like they, like, turned this mini dungeon, like, into a huge dungeon. I love it. Like, you wouldn't think it could be a full-length dungeon. And it actually, like... Especially, like, if you really know what you're doing. And also, this dungeon has kind of become the fan favorite as well. At first, it was the Nehru mining facility area. That's what it seemed like. Now it seems like it's this one. So, like, see, we're still looking above. Right now, we're looking above at the room that's just outside of the trapped ones. You might be able to see that door up there. That's where we went in to get the key with the compasses. There's a chain right there. So we could have gone down here as easily, or as soon as when we first turned it to the past. But these things would have been standing still, and you wouldn't have been able to go anywhere. But now we can. Goes pretty slow. Okay. At least you got to see that. That's what happens when you get things up and running. And at least it's not Frantic Factory or Rusty Bucket Bay. Or Tick-Tock Clock, for that matter. It actually is like Tick-Tock Clock, just when you have it slow. Yeah. So now we're going to need our whip for the first time. And I just realized before I never did this with the whip. That's because the whip is kind of simple. It's not, I mean, controls are simple. I mean, it's complex for the fact that you can use it for many different purposes, but the controls are simple. I never did it with the claw shots either. We're probably going to need those again. I don't remember right away, though. Oh yeah, this room, where we have 5 different treasures. And I believe that they're all, like, random treasures. Get an evil crystal, nice. I'm not really sure what we need more of at the moment. I know that because we just got the bow, we're going to need more for that. I know we need tumbleweeds. We might need some Elden ore. I know we need some ornamental skulls, but I think we're pretty good with that. I mean, not pretty good, but I mean, we did get a few. We have 6 right now. I think we might even be good for the game. Maybe. Did we just get 2 evil crystals? Maybe the third one will be an evil crystal too. I must feel like a celebrity. Not really. Not a celebrity. Been trying to be a celebrity since May 24th, 2010. Not yet. May 24th, 2010. May 24th, 2010. That date will forever have that meaning to it. I'll tell you. Just, I don't know. I've been thinking about that a lot. Like, whenever I watch Donabelle's LPs, I'm fine with it. But whenever I see her collaborating with another Let's Player, that's when it makes me want to go raging. And I don't know how often I can fool myself with that. But the fact that we actually are equal. I mean, she was a way better Let's Player than me, I'll say that. Now, I beg to differ. Like, I'm not saying she's not good, and I am not for 1 second blaming for her lack of uploads. Not for 1 second. I mean, I don't know what it's going to be like in college. I don't even plan to make videos when I'm in college. I'm planning to just, finish this, finish Sonic, do Metroid Other M, maybe some other game. But, yeah. So, the fact that she can even do it at all is good. And the fact that she apparently doesn't want to finish Majora's Mask anymore, I mean, that's fine with me. There's not really a thing I hate about Donabelle's. Personally. It's nothing personal. At all. But I'm not even sure if I've made it clear yet in this video. And because we're going to have some backtracking, all we're going to do is... So... Yeah. Rescuing you? What do you mean? Well, I guess you can go out through that way now, but you're gonna have to ride in that boat. So that was the locked door at the beginning. When I first saw that, I'm like, are there gonna be multiple locked doors at a time? Are they gonna bring that back? Nope, they didn't. You know, I'm starting to wonder if multiple locked doors is becoming the equivalent of the rotating control stick. And by rotating control stick, I mean like after they tried with the rotating control stick in Mario Party 1, they really didn't bring it back. Even though you kind of had to do it in, did you have to do it in 1,000 Year Door? No, you had to do it in some game, I just don't remember. It was a GameCube game. It's been a while. But, like, the Water Temple in Ocarina of Time, as far as I know, at least Ocarina of Time, the game, is the last time that they made you hold more than one small key at the same time. With the exception of Twilight Princess, if you're going to get that secret thing. But that's a secret, and it's different. And with the exception of the wagon in Twilight Princess, because, I mean, come on. But I'm wondering if that's kind of like, okay, everyone thought it was way too hard to get all those keys in the Water Temple, and thought it was way too annoying, we're not doing that again. Very interesting to think about. I mean, think about that. Sleep on that one. Think about if the Water Temple is the reason, which I think it is, the reason that we don't see Zelda dungeons anymore, where you need to like hoard keys, and which was like a standard in like the first Zelda in Link to the Past, I think. But back to Dawn of Bells. If you don't know the story, me and her uploaded our first video on the exact same day. And I'm where I am, and she's where she is. Now, our early videos were, like, not the same at all. I mean, I guess, like, the thing is, I know she uses a capture card and all that, but I tried to use a capture card, and it didn't work. And also, I don't think my camcorder's that bad. Now, when I first started using it, yeah, it was bad, but now I'm actually more serious about it, and I'm better at Let's Playing. And not because of my voice. Like I say, I can't control that stuff. Oh, we got one arrow. Yeah, that's right, you can kill those guys and get arrows. Just like in Twilight Princess. Like, I can't control whether things decide to work. And I'm not even sure if the capture card will ever work. It might have something to do with my TV system. I don't know. It might work for the Wii. I gotta try that. But then I lost the disc, and it's like, I don't know. Maybe I'm not making an effort at that. But I think commentary alone, I'm just... And Dawn of Bells clearly puts more effort because of the fact that, like, you know, she puts all those pictures in. But, like, as far as just the core thing, Let's Playing goes, I'm not sure if she's that much better than I am. Because the people that do watch my videos, the ones that aren't being trolls, I mean, mostly say that I do well, and I'm definitely, you know, if I had to compare myself to a Let's Player, I would compare myself to Chugga Conroy, and, you know, not for 1 second do I think that even my commentary is as good as Chugga Conroy's, because it's not. Because, but, and, I mean, not just that Chugga Conroy puts, like, I forgot that you had to go to the future. How did I forget that? You do. If you go to the captain's cabin, you gotta be in the future. Yeah. But I just, like I say, I don't even mind. I like Dawn of Bells as a Let's Player. But it's like, just the fact that NCS subscribed for after third. Like, I say, I don't care how good you are at Let's Playing. You have to get some luck. I mean, and it's not just about using a capture card either. My friend BRB224, he uses a capture card, and he has great video quality, and he puts a lot of effort into his videos. But he's still not doing too well, like in views, as views go. So, yeah. I mean, what do you want to say there? I mean, I guess it's just the fact that, I guess maybe the best thing I could say is that there were probably a bunch of Let's Players that started even before Dawn of Bells and are not anywhere as near as popular as her. Just the fact that it was the same day just kind of gives it a special little meaning and gives me a laughable, in my mind, rivalry with Dawn of Bells. and the fact that I don't really like her. If you watch the Lucathon, wait, did I just say the Lucathon? I did not mean to say that. I meant Project Red Sun. I got confused between the two. By the way, speaking of Project Red Sun, that was incredible, and I'm glad I was able to watch a lot of that. And I was able to get Nintendo Capri Sun to say my name. And Lucagen. And some other guy, I think. What was his name? I forget. But yeah, that was awesome. And the fact that I just feel so good about talking. I did not watch, by coincidence, I swear it was by coincidence that I was not watching for any of the parts of Donabelle's stream. Like, I did hear that it was pretty popular. Yeah, I did change it back. I'm kind of going on autopilot. Or auto captain, we should say. And now, after I get this boss key, I'm going to end the video. But, well, I'll kill these guys so I can have more time to talk about what I want to talk about. Like, it's just the fact that, I don't know, it's just, I'll always have that jealous streak of Donabelle's. And, like, really any Let's Player. Except for Nintendo Capri Sun, because, you know, he was the one that inspired me in the first place, so I'll never have a jealous streak of him. I may have a wanting to be like him, but never a jealous streak. And the thing is, I think we actually have to kill all these guys in order to get in. Yeah, you kind of wish you had those fairies now, huh? Okay, hold up. Wait a minute, I totally forgot about the trick. You can just use their... You can just do that. So stupid. Yeah. What I was gonna say, yeah. But if you saw me, like, why did you see me? Jeez. If in the Project Red Sun, when I was making kind of... not really. I was trying to keep it as subtle as possible. And I said, like, some comments about Donabelle's, like... And I tried to go, not over the top, but just a little bit, like, with when people were talking about the boner reader thing, which I thought was hilarious. Now, that's the one thing I have to say I don't like about Donabelle's. She makes these videos... but then when... Okay, this is just a story. It just happened one time, as far as I know, but... Like, she said that she was going to do this thing where people ask her questions, and someone asked, like, what kind of vagina cream do you use? Something like that. And then she replied by saying, WTF is wrong with you? And then the person replied, like, well, you're inappropriate in your videos with attacking toucans all the time. So, I'm sorry. And then she says, that's just for entertainment purposes. I'm sorry, I really have to say it in that voice. I can't not say it in that voice. Our rupees are sparkling, which leads me, and they're at an even number, which leads me to believe that we're full. But are we? No, we're not. I guess they always sparkle when we just happen to be at an even number. How about that, huh? So yeah, I'm so, like, other than that, as far as I know, she's only done that once. But, like, if you're gonna, you can't really have it both ways. Like, if you're gonna be inappropriate like that, you gotta know that that's gonna come. And, I mean, she was pretty okay with the boner reader thing, because apparently Project Red Sun was for entertainment purposes. But if I just sent her a PM and said that, then we'd have a problem. Yes, we would. So yeah, goodbye.